Welcome to the Caribbean Vegan Foodie. I am Kim Campbell, and today we're going to Barbados. Yes, we're gonna make some Bajan fish cake, vegan and gluten-free, of course. But before we get into the video, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's go! What is vegan salt-ish? Vegan salt-ish is basically heart of palm and sea salt with some nori flakes to give it that salty, fishy taste. And I'll be putting a link in the description box of a video of how to make this, so please check that out. Here are the other ingredients that you are going to need. So I'm adding some aquafaba to this recipe, but this is optional. I've made this recipe numerous times without aquafaba. Aquafaba is basically the liquid from a can of chickpeas, or the liquid that you cook your chickpeas in. So we're going to start by adding our salt-ish to a bowl, and I'm using quite a lot of salt-ish so that every bite of fish cake have a bit of that salt-ish in it. You don't want to be having fish cake that tastes like they're missing the salt-ish. And we're going to add all our seasoning inside of that and get it all mixed in. So this here is the aquafaba, the liquid from a can of chickpeas, and this is basically replacing like an egg, and this is optional. I've spoken to a lot of Bajan while I was developing this recipe, and some use egg in their fish cake, some don't. So it's something that you can totally skip. I've made this recipe with and without aquafaba, and it was amazing, so you don't need it. And I'm using gluten-free flour because I'm celiac, so I'm gluten-free. But you can use any regular flour that you want, whole wheat flour, unbleached flour. You can use whatever flour you like to use. I'm using the Barbados Red Mill 1-to-1 flour. As for adding your water, you're going to add this a little at a time as you reach that right consistency. I end up using 2 cups of water to 2 cups of flour. Now on to the next step. We're going to fry these babies. Yes, we're gonna fry these fish cake. Yeah, they're frying thing. I haven't tested them out baking yet, so I don't know how they're gonna taste. So you want to add some coconut oil or whatever oil you're using to the pot, and I'm adding some thyme, pepper, and garlic to the oil. You could also just chop the garlic up and add it to the batter, but I'm adding these to the oil so that the oil becomes flavor. We have this nice flavorful oil that's going to infuse flavor into our fish cake. So as you see, I am removing all those seasoning from the oil and dropping in my batter. And I'm just using a spoon, but these will be perfect if you have those nice ice cream scoop to form these perfect balls. But since I didn't have one of those, these are not going to be the most beautiful Bajan fish cake. But here they are. They still taste amazing. So you can use whatever you have to drop them in. Bajan fish cake, the ones that I've had at church, we have numerous Bajans in my church that make fish cake, and they're always so nice and neat, like little circles, and we always have them for appetizer at events that my church hosts. The Caribbean islands have so much in common, especially when it comes to our food. Sometimes our food similarity is based on our region. For example, the Leeward Island might have some dishes that are similar, while the Windward Island does not have those dishes in our cuisine. But when it comes to fish cake, most if not all the island have a version. Yes, we might call it by a different name, and the difference might be we substitute different spices or different veggies. In Trinidad, they might call it akra. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. In Jamaica, saltfish fritters or stamp and go. But one thing I know, no matter what you call it, they all taste amazing. And I'm going to try my best to see if I can replicate a version from each island and see what's the difference is. And, we could find out what make fish cake or saltfish fritter different in each island. So people, we're going to let these fry until they're golden. So I like to continuously flip them as they fry until they reach that golden color that I am satisfied with. And by the way, I'm frying these on medium heat, so medium to high heat. So if they're burning, all you have to do is just turn the heat down. So after they're finished frying, I'm going to remove them and place on paper towel to drain any excess oil. So I'm going to finish frying the rest of the batter. And this batter made quite a few fish cake, and it depends on how big you made them. If you made them smaller, then you will have more. If you're just making this for 2 persons or for yourself, you can cut the recipe. You can make only half the ingredients that I have listed. These taste amazing on their own, or you could dip them in whatever sauce you like, pepper sauce, ketchup, it's up to you. And they taste amazing left over. Like when they're cold, I eat these the following day cold, and they were amazing. I don't use a microwave, but I like to heat my stuff up in the oven, and they taste amazing. So these can be made ahead of time, and you can just have them in your fridge for whenever you want something quick to eat. There you have it, people. Bajan vegan fish cake, or should I say ish cake, because this fish cake has no fish. It tastes amazing. It's good. It reminds you of the original thing. So try it out and tell me what you think down below, and what else do you like me to make from which island. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming over to the Caribbean Vegan Foodie. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell somebody else. Until next time, what good.